Alrighty, I believe we are live, ready to rock and roll. Let's get into it here. I'm gonna check Forex Factory 1 second, just for some news. 9:30, we have oil news. Okay. All right. Good. Let's get the link sent, and we'll be on our way. Kind of gloomy out today, huh? Copy that. Put it here. Now we need to go. There's one thing I got to do before we get into that trade right there. Let's go. Make sure it's here. One second here. Price of sky, we could have caught that. 1 second here, let me get this. Okay, let's do that. Good. Trying to figure out how to do this piece here. Long signal here. We can take it, but what happened to my thing? Hold on. Oh, I didn't name it. Let's miss out. Okay, it's saved. All right. There it is. Got it. Save. Cool. All right, now we're ready to rock. Sorry about that. Gabe. Kyle, what's good? Keep the bozos out. That's what I have to do. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, out of this one here. Fine. We'll have an update for our signals here in just a moment. New little piece I wanted to add here. We'll talk about it when we get it. So we'll just wait. Okay, nice reversal here. All right. New signal here in about 20 seconds. I did add somewhat of a price movement to the signals, but I don't really like it. So I'm gonna swap it out for something else, and we should have it here in just a second. Okay, new signal here. Sell. I swear I had my. There it is. Okay. New candle here. I have a long signal, but we'll stick it out here and let this one ride. Nice. All right. No. Didn't know I had to do an ATM here. We'll do a fixed stop loss and take profit for today. We did some of that yesterday afternoon. It worked okay. So we'll do some of that. We'll get rid of the thumbs up, thumbs down here too. But all right. Made some other updates on the back end. So we'll see how today goes. I'm kind of interested to see what we have here. Five seconds till our next signal. All right. So pretty high confidence here. I do somewhat feel like my take profit and stop loss is a little large. Good. Wow. Awesome trade there. Awesome trade there. Rarely do you get two candles in a row like that where we can capture both of the movements. I gotta change this really fast. Let's take profit at 90. This at 80. Save. Sell signal. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. We'll let that run. Good. Move this stop. It's about right there. Nice. Good couple trades there. Really nice start. Easy, I mean, easy price action for us to trade here. Really easy. We're up 776. All right, good. Okay. 12 gives us a sell signal. Okay. Now lower confidence than we're used to, so I'm gonna be patient here. Ideally, I would like to see a 75% or higher. Not that that's, key to us having success, but I like to see 75. We've had some 80s. Can't see the history, but we did have some 80s this morning as well. So that's good. We're 3 for 4. Okay, good. All right. Why would you be even around? Make sure I don't have any of those around here. All right. Markets are big today, Kyle. That's for sure. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. They certainly are. All right. So new trade here at 13. Long. Okay. We kind of jumped into this one late. Let's see what happens here. If price can get up to about 70 or so, then we'll move our stop. Or we'll let this one dance for a minute. See if it wants to actually move up. I'll be waiting for that. We can go look at what the markets are up to. Markets are now down. Bitcoin's down. Ethereum's down. Some of the stocks are up, which is nice. So we're gonna get the tariff news at the close of market today, which in my opinion, probably means that we're probably going to have some negative market reactions. That's kind of how I would anticipate that. If it was going to be good news, if he would just say it at like 10, 11, noon. So we'll see here. We should get a sell signal here. Yeah. Okay. And a long. We'll let this one play out. Let's just see. I definitely need to tighten these up though. All right. So let's go 60 and 80. There we go. 5 seconds to our next candle here. We're still right at break even, or we'll near it. Not really, but near it. Let's see. We got a short again. Yikes. Okay. Blue line here is break even, so we got some work to do. The only benefit to having these big ass take profits and stop losses, which I'm fixing now, is you don't have to take as many trades. You kind of just sit back and wait. So let's just see how this one plays out. And we're going to get, in a second, we're going to get an update on how the signals come in. So that'll be fun for us to look at together. But for now, we chill. We wait. Remember, we want to do better when price is chopping. Like we want to be able to figure out how to master some of these. And so time will tell. Let's see what we get here. 56% signal. Wow. And a 75. 75 is good, I guess. All right. Yeah, if we get to even here, we'll consider moving. All right, we're out of that trade, finally. Okay. All right, out of that one. Let's see. So we got our next one here. That's better. 17's along. We'll wait. Not as high of confidence score as we would like. Andrew, what's going on, my friend? Happy to have you. All right. New signal here in about 10 seconds. Long signal here. We can jump into that now. Take profit, stop loss, set, and we'll let it rock. Let's see what we got. Your question, Andrew. Session has been okay so far. Not terrible. A lot of like smoothish price action. We had this big candle that launched green. We had pullback, and then we're kind of chirping back up here. So it hasn't been bad. Hasn't been bad. Pretty smooth. What are we at? We're up 8. Well, I guess including this trade, we're up $800. So we'll see what we'll see where we fare. Okay, new signal here. I have a short signal with pretty low confidence, so we'll let that one play out. Okay. Let's just see what this one wants to do here. Tagging my stop or trying to. While we wait, ATR is sitting at 25. So that's a little bit more familiar with what we're used to. It was pretty high to start. I mean, these candles were huge, and then price started to really move in the direction it needed to. So it's been okay. Hasn't been bad. Hasn't been great, but it's been okay. Okay, we got, let's see, another signal coming through here at 20, sell signal. Okay. I really want to move our stop to even here just because we have so many sell signals. We'll give it some space, but would like to see 40 points. Yeah, that's about right. Being patient here. We have a long signal too. I don't mind that one as much. Let's see what we got with that. Good. Let's go ahead and just plop that right there. Nice. New signal at 21 to 80% long. We like that as well. Let's move that to right there. Good. All right, out of that one, good trade. Made some money there. We're up 849, which is good. Andrew asked, when finished, do you intend to use this on prop firms and personal accounts or personal accounts? Good question. We'll start with prop firms first, but I'm thinking personal accounts are going to come right after, considering I can trade micros at 4 or 5 contracts at a time. That's going to be the sweet spot, especially if the ATR is pretty high. It's going to be the best way that I can. We'll wait for these to match up first. We'll wait for these to match. So I'll probably start with prop firms. What I want is like on Tradeovate, you can't trade. So let's say you get funded on Top Step. You can't trade the equivalent micros to minis that you can on like Top Step X. And so that's a little frustrating. So maybe like my funded futures would be an option or something like that. So we'll keep that in mind. But we'll probably look at trading personal accounts as well. Just considering like the way that all this is moving, it might just make sense to trade our own cash. But we'll see. Probably a mixture of both. We'll see. But it would be micros. I don't think I would trade a full mini with my own cash, only because it moves up real fast. All right, new signal here. We got a sell signal, but it's not super confident, so we'll wait. Again, I'm looking at a 75% confidence score is kind of like where I want to be 75 and above. This one at 20, what was 20? Right here, decent. So I want to make sure that we're getting the best trades possible. Okay, that short signal would have gotten my ass blown out. Good thing we didn't take it. Okay. $24 coming up here in about 10 seconds. We'll get that signal here. Okay. We're real late to this one, so it's gonna have to really burst, which means we're gonna have to give it a couple of candles, I assume. All right. 2 long signals, which is good. Now we just gotta wait for price to move for us. Okay. Yes, but yeah, another candle here. It's gonna take us maybe a candle or two to get where we need to go. Another long signal. Price pulling back a bit. Okay. Let's see what we got. This was always going to be a tough one. Price breaks its little structure here, pushes up. We get in late, and then now we got to let price, or we got to see price push before we get profitable. Not really where you want to be, but It is what it is. All right. Close, yeah. What are we at? 538 for today. All right. Tough one there. 26, 68. We get 2. And 70, we'll wait. All right. Now we want, again, 75% or higher is what we want. So we'll wait for these signals to kind of work themselves through. Now it feels like price is trying to move up off of this low. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to. Looks like we touched VWAP, we took off, and now we're maybe looking at trying to retest it. Coming off of this run right here. So let's see. Market's medium red. I'm anticipating that we get a decent amount of volume all day, but maybe towards the end of the day, like after, well, futures will still be open, but at 3, but after, we'll have a ton of volume in after hours, but no need to trade all that. The markets are going to explode. I don't know which way, but I think they're going to explode for sure. 27. Sell signal. Nah, we'll wait. I do like that we're getting lower confidence scores while we have some chop. I wish we would have timed this up a little bit better. Our signal over here, instead of going long, maybe just waiting or going short. But all right. Price really just trading this range right here. Top, bottom. But if we break that, we're 40 points out, which is 2 candles. ATR at 24. Storm, what's going on? Okay, new signal here at 20. Not yet, coming up in a second. Okay, long. I don't know if I like this one, but we'll take it. Okay. Entry could have been a lot better. I say that a lot, but it could have been, truly. Okay, let's see. What was your rationale here? Good. All right. A long signal here. Not as confident. Okay, stop gets moved. Good. It's right there. All right, good. Wow, that was quick. We're up 630. Get a $100 trade there. I'm not ready for one NQ contract just yet, but Okay. Good trade there. All these are good. This is what we want. We want to be trading with the trend. We like that. And trading with just with momentum, rather. Maybe trend's a bad word for that. Just momentum. Price is going up. I like this. Long, 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 long. I like that. We missed here. That's fine. But we were able to capture most of that. 70? Nope, not yet. 65% down. Okay, no, we'll wait. Yeah, price gets up here, it's a wrap. Price gets up there, it's no bueno. Andrew, what data are you using to know that? I would love to know that. I wonder if I can plug it into this. Okay, good. Damn, there's price. Sierra chart with Denali data. Got it. 32 gives me a long, probably. Not as confident. Either or. We'll wait. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not fudge. Well, that's a really good rip right there. That would have helped a lot. Um, Here's our 615 level. Price just erupts past it. Nice. So we'll see where it goes. This level right here at 21 looks very, very challenging. Okay. Yeah, I want to be able to add more. A lot of prop firms don't have the extended order book. Book map, yep, has it too. Yeah, there are some different places you can get that data. I'm curious if adding it would be ultra helpful or not. 70% short. We're gonna wait for that one. Although I like this signal, I'm gonna wait. 635. Oh, that's pussy. They should have just kept it. That's weak. 1,000 contracts is crazy. Wow. Holy Earth could be right. Could be right. Yeah, 2 million bucks. No, no kidding. No kidding. All right, 434. I have a sell signal and I got low confidence scores all the way around. Now I really like this. It's keeping us out of the chop a little bit better. That's good. I made some tweaks on the data that was coming through, and I didn't realize I had some interesting things that I didn't realize I had. So yesterday was a little weird. Today's a little bit better. So far so good, but we got to win some more trades. So I made a couple updates, and I think that's giving us bigger distance between good signals. And then we had a couple 85s, which were okay, but 75 is what we like. Anything below that, we don't want to take. So I like that. I do like that. 10 seconds here to our next trade. Price really hasn't moved a whole lot. We had really this rip right here, but most of the movement happened here, and we've been kind of dancing until then. All right, sell signal time. 35, that's a sell. I'll take that. I'm not even sure what happened there. I just lost money. Okay, I don't like that. Let's go back to dollar values and then make it 200 and 170. Well, that was stupid. There we go. That's too much though. Hmm. Sell signal. It's a little better. We missed out on a little bit adjusting that, but that's okay. Let's see. If it's a real signal, then it'll work out anyway. 50 points, 40 points. All right. I'll wait for this. ATR is at 20. We'll wait. Andrew is correct. Okay. What do we got here today? Okay. Price rejecting this level twice. 68. Interesting. We'll see what that means. You need to be moved to like right there. And you need to be moved up just a little bit to right there. 40, 30. I'm cool with that. Still a sell signal, which is good. So we're still on the right side of this. Let's just see if we can get price that'll push up a bit. See if we can get to roll back down. Or not. Okay. We're still sell signal, which is good. There's our long signal. There's the first one. Pretty weak, both of them. But okay, still if we're going up, it's weak. Going down, we still like where we are. Let's see. Almost to even. Even? Good. Stop move nicely. Some profit there. 624. All right, we'll wait for our next strong signal to come through. I'm thinking a sell is still appropriate, but we've bounced at this level in here at 19,550, 560. These 10 points quite a bit. Let's see what we got here. 39, a weaker sell signal. Wow. My gut wants me to jump in right now, but I'm just not going to. We'll just wait for the next signal. But God, I like that. Probably got blown out by now. Hmm. Okay. Next trade here. It's gonna like a long, but I'm not super confident. I like a long. 40, good. Low confident, low confident. All right, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. I made a couple tweaks again to our settings that should tighten the lug nuts a little bit, but um, I like the fact that we're not gung ho on going long right here. I can appreciate that because these candles typically end up with big retracements, if not the following, the one after that. It looks like we're gonna get that here, so can avoid losing some money pretty good, which is nice. Wait. 341. Let's see, we got long signal here. We'll wait. Have you back tested the model at all? No, that's what this is for. And taking the trades. Doing something a little bit different here. What I will have is, there should be an update. Hopefully while we're live, you guys will be able to see it. But we will start predicting price targets for take profit and stop loss. And so we can use that to kind of back test and see. Ultimately, ChatGPT is going to be ChatGPT. What we want or need is, these are good signals. We want eventually machine learning to predict it for us. And so that back testing would occur. Right now with ChatGPT, that wouldn't really matter. It's not going to change much. But it feels like trading micros, giving it about 20 points, 20 to 25 points, feels about right. But we'll see. And then moving our stop, of course. Okay, 42, long. We'll see. I don't want it to be traded like a strategy because everybody have a different way of trading it. I don't want that to be the case. So that's why I haven't taken the strategy approach with it, which is let's back test every single thing. But maybe we'll see. This stop is still way too loose. It's fine. Why is it so many? I gotta figure that one out. Sell signal here, pretty weak, but still a sell signal. So we'll wait. Are you going to change the formula due to changes in volatility? No, volatility is included. Can't make a strategy without volatility. I can't give ChatGPT the data without volatility. Volatility is included. It's included. Yep, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen here. Let's see. I'll be let this trade play out. Okay. Off. What does that mean? 80 and 60. Okay. Sell signal here. All right, we're up 330 or 340. So we will wait. We will wait. And you guys will see here, hopefully I get it in the next couple of minutes, but you guys will see what I mean here. What I really want to do is I want to get ChatGPT to give me the recommendations it thinks, and then we'll see what it's seeing. And that'll help us understand the signals a little bit better. Because they're not bad, but I think there's going to be some glaring things that once we see it, we'll be able to modify and adjust. So again, so hopefully we see that today. Shouldn't be next few minutes, I would assume. That long was a trap. I should have known that. This whole area is a trap. Going short makes sense, but not going long right now. I like a short back to these bottoms, but not a long here. Actually, as a matter of fact, $21 pretty much price action, so still pretty big. Still pretty big, of course. Good signal. Okay, going long here feels like not the right move, but if we get the signal, we get the signal. Okay. We'll put a stop. Yeah. And give me another. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Good. Small victory there. Okay. So you both were good, bad. All right. New signal here in about 5 seconds. All right. While we wait, we're sitting at 70%, almost on the dot. 5 losses, 12 wins. Decent. We were up almost 1,000, I think. And we traded back down $500, something like that. Okay. Good signals here. Yeah, if we can get price to leave this range, that's when we get lethal with this thing. We just got to get it to break out of this zone. We've been trading the same stupid zone for a minute, making a new high and then a new low. Not really. Sideways but up, kind of. New signal here. 49, we get one. Sell, 65%. We're getting lower. This is nice, like lowering of our confidence scores. That I can get on board with. I like that. I like that. But man, this price action stinks. Price action, no fun. Okay. Candle size being the same is kind of annoying. That means that there is a lot of volume. There just isn't real direction yet. If we were getting smaller and smaller price action, we could do something with that. Long signal, 65% and 75. We'll take that. Let's go our stop right below there. Another stop up here. It's 40 points. Probably won't catch all that, but we'll see. If we can extend up to like right there, I'd be cool with moving my stop to break even. Okay, not a bad entry. Price kind of dancing at our entry. It's annoying. I feel like we're going to get a pop up here and then push back down, similar to this candle here. So let's see if we get that. That's going to be where we want to move our stop. pop. And then pull back. We're not going to get to this level up here, are we? That'd be sick, though. Yep. Okay. Another small victory there. Okay, two signals here, 65, 65. We'll wait. Again, there's not a whole lot of action this morning, but doing our best not to get chopped out of stuff, which is good. But not much to really go off of, unfortunately. Good. A little more long than short. Probably might not be the case here, though. All right, what do we have? 65 long. I don't know. We had crude oil inventories at 30. Did we get any movement there? Not really. Yeah, we just kind of purgatory right now. We will break out of this, of course, but not a whole lot to really look at. Gradually moving up here if you're a trend line guy. Gradually moving up. So we'll see. But $54. Got myself two signals, 72 and 65. 72 is close, but not strong enough. So we'll wait. We're going to change this price target here. We're going to get rid of that and swap it out for something else. That was an experiment that I didn't like. I thought I would like it more, but it just didn't give me any value, really. Didn't help with what I was wanting to see. Okay. Signals in the right direction. We're going to break this trend line, or do I need to reset my trend line and do like that? That's right. I gotta go do that. Okay, new signal here, 55. Another sell signal at 72. We're not getting the movement that we want. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Nothing yet. New signal here at about 5 seconds. 70, 73. We're getting closer. We're not getting that 75 that I want. So this is just less movement. You're letting me know, yeah, the ATR is off a cliff. That makes sense. All right, we can jump to one famous last words, but we can jump to one mini here. Okay. And I'm cool with that. Like we haven't really had a ton of direction, so this being 73, 72 is fine. Okay, new signal 57, long 70. Continue to wait. Okay, new little low there. Still holding that trend. I don't know what that is. Shit later, I guess. All right. Are we ready to test this level up here? 30, 30. Ready to test that? Let's see. Okay, there we go. Got a feeling a nasty pullback is going to come, and I'm going to get a real nice confident long signal here. Yeah. Good trade there. Puts us up $500 again. Good. New signal here in about 10 seconds. 580. For a short, I guess we're supporting longs here. Interesting. All right. Fine. We're up 588. Okay, we're definitely slowing down up top here. We'll see that. We'll certainly see that. Okay, we got past that level at 530, 630 rather. So let's see what's in store for us. I'm hoping we get a lower confident long here. Yes. We get two though. I got a long here too. We'll wait. Definitely wait. Definitely wait. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Chill on that. Damn. Now the sucker's move is to go short off of this. Let's see what ChatGPT recommends. I'm not excited about the prospect that it's going to give me here. A one, sell. Entry could have been better, a lot better, but it's not the worst thing in the world either, so fine. Should just entered right there, like while price was that high, which we had the chance to. Definitely have been in profit now. Okay, we're up 712. Another short signal here. Had I seen that, I probably would have jumped in a tad sooner. It's the second time in a row we've done that. Yeah. Yeah, backed up to 507. Dang it. Bad signal. But good here. Wow. We had to give up a lot of points for that. Not terrible. New signal coming. 03 is 70, so we'll wait. Okay, 2 seconds, 1 second, new signal in time. 4, we should get 2. Long and long, we'll wait. This is the best we've traded chop, mostly because we haven't had signals that we wanted to take, which is good. So took a loss here, a couple wins. I don't even know what our win rate is right now. 72% off 22 trades. Not bad. So 22 trades an hour isn't bad. We can make $500 an hour. I'd be fine with that. All right. Okay, we won't have the predictions today. We'll have them tomorrow. So that'll be fun. We'll keep going for today. Okay, we're gonna start testing that high up here again. New signal. Nope. All right, 8 seconds here. Next signal. $70 and $65. We'll wait. Yeah, the lower confidence signals here I don't know if it's signaling a pullback per se, but we go from 270s to a 65. There's something there. It's not strong movement. That's not what I'm seeing. 18, get that out of there. And this movement stinks. This is basically our trend right here. This little line right here. So we're still making some highs, not many, but price is trying. We're barely green, trying to stay that way. All right, 07, 64, yikes. This is the best behavior ChatGPT has had. Um, so I'm excited about that. This is the most, some of our best work with ChatGPT. So if we can just get the machine learning models to do this, then we've got ourselves a winner, which is signal trades that it isn't confident at low scores, and then the best trades at higher scores. That's going to give us what we're looking for. So if we can get price to just when it chops, low confidence scores, when we got some decent movement, high confidence scores, we'll be all right. New signal here in about 8 seconds. Okay, new signal time, long and short. So conflicting, we'll wait. Again, nothing happening right now. Bored. Okay, there's something. Oh, 09 is 70 as well. We're waiting. Something tells me this high up here is having a strong impact. Also, these upper wicks not being very strong. Low, small bodies, a lot of downward movement. We're staying safe, which is good. But you got to keep going. Got to keep it going. $10 to our next trade. This hour we had more long trades than short, which is good. The previous hour we did as well, which is kind of how prices ended up this way. So good. 10, 65, and 70. Still no. Not that these moves aren't worthy of taking. It's just when we get weak movement like this, you're susceptible to this and this and this. And so we've been fortunate enough to sit out and avoid each one of these, right? Yeah. We messed up something here, but I think it was this one. Missed that one, and we missed that one. So that's good. We're sitting at a what, 71%, 72% win rate. Best trade 465, worst trade 302. Good. Good, good, and good. 11. ChatGPT it's reserving that 75% confidence score for a good signal, and I respect that. but that leads us to kind of just sitting and waiting moment after moment after moment. Okay, there we go. Nice, strong, that's decisive movement right there. I like that. Good signal there. 12. All right, new signal time. So let's move that to right above. Sell again. Oh, I was close. There it is. Good. Puts us up 570. Couple wins there. Small wins, but still wins. Price not giving us a whole lot, but we take what we can get. Okay. Nice. What do you got? Pretty close to my take profit. Not all the way though, but close. Okay, got some movement here finally. Let's see what our next signal is. Yikes. That extended all the way. 13 to 70, so we'll wait. That one happened too fast. There's no way of us catching that one. That sucks. Good signals here though, all of you. Nice. All right. Decent little pullback here on price. We'll see how GBT wants to read this wick here. It read this one decently. Let's see how it wants to read this one. Having no upper wick. Interesting. Very bearish price action, but also like keen for reversals too. Let's see, we got 14. Sell. Slide. Damn, I got out pretty fast. $275s. I want to jump back in, but I'll wait. 584. 76% win rate. Good. A little more cheese on this one. A little more we could have had. Not a lot, but a little bit more. Okay. Good thing we didn't jump back into that. All right. If this candle closing the way it is, like if it just closed, some upward movement, some downward movement, I think that would be nice to see price starting to reverse a little bit. We've got this up over here. Let's see, 3 seconds to our next signal. New low made for sure. 15. Got a sell signal here. Jump into that right there. Man, we just aren't, there's no real extending here of price. We don't have a chance to really catch these bad boys and run with them. And I don't really feel like leaving my trades open when I know price is dancing. You can get the hell out of here. Wants to dance up in here. So we'll see where it finds a bottom. We've got a couple, this one right here. We've got, well, this one right here. We have this one kind of right there. And then there's one also like down here. So we'll see which one of these prices really attracted to. It looks like this 19,585 could be the one. What does GPT think? New signal. I have a 16 signals along. Nope. And I'm not not going to take it either way, but I'm supposed to get two signals here. I don't know why I only have one. Never came through. Wow. Wow. Okay. So it looks like something in here. We'll move this and call this one the level then. We'll, in case we keep the other ones there just for reference. That'd have been a bad signal though. All right, new signal here in about 15 seconds. Okay, 17. Sell, nope. Good. So again, the idea is that we catch this candle, which we didn't, but this one and even this one. And then we avoid these two and these three. That's the idea. And so far we've done that. So far we've done that. This was the on here. So we had the 14 signal was good. The 15 signal wasn't great, I don't think, right? This is 15. It did extend down, but then it pulls back up. So not as good here, but we were already in. We were out of that trade by then. And these two are not great. Actually, this long signal is pretty good, just early. So if we can avoid all this, it should be okay. All right, 18. I should get 2, assuming ChatGPT wants to update fast enough. Now, I don't think I'm going to get a long here either way, but in the world's going on here? Long, I've got a long here on both on this other side. There we go. 65%. I mean, it's a hell of a signal, but it doesn't do us any good. We wouldn't have taken it anyway. Good. Okay, here goes price. Doing its discovery again. So bottom here, we can eliminate this. And all of a sudden, now price kind of sat at that 19,600. Price loves an even number. So it extended past it a little bit, rolled right back up and through. And let's see if it can hold that level right there. $19 long. Not a huge fan of this setup so far, but all right. Okay, we can re-enter that. Okay, good. Okay, nice. Nice. Oh shit, I doubled up here. Exit those trades as well. Good. Puts us up $1,000. Nice. Accidentally doubled up on that trade. Worked out. I got good signals, but that wasn't what I wanted. Okay. Good stuff there. All right. I did get a weak long signal here, but good stuff. Good. Like that. This is the best performance we've had for ChatGPT. Now, we've managed to sit out all of the junk, catch all the good moves, and take advantage, which has been awesome. We've been able to do that very well. And a couple tweaks made all this possible. So that's good. That's good. I'm very comfortable with this system right now. 21. Nope. Low confident long here, which is interesting. So we go from 75% long here. We get a 75 here as well. really good signals, and then we get a 72%, which I don't know how 75 ended up being what what I determined, but low confidence signal here, and we'll see what this candle does. Storm said, why and when do you use a fixed stop loss and take profit? The fixed stop loss and take profit just helps me frame like what I'm seeing. So if I've got here, I'll go and get a $300 take profit and a $200 stop loss. Once I enter the trade, I know where that is. And then from there, I like to use my trail, especially like, let's say we're in a long right now. Like let's say we're in a long on this one candle. I don't really want to see this like this thing at this point. If I got in right here, I don't want to see that go red like after all that. So I'm going to slide it. Now, if price needs a bunch of room to, we have a long signal here. I don't love it, but I'll take it. If price needs a bunch of room to figure out where like the direction it wants to go in, then I'm not interested in that trade. I'm not interested in being a part of that discovery, if that makes sense. So like, okay, but huge wick right here. I don't love that it needs that much room in order to go in the direction it needs to go in. And so that's why I slide the stop. I stop loss. Just get that right there. Okay. And then from there, the reason I like having the stop here, I've kind of come to this conclusion just overnight-ish a little bit, is we've had a couple trades that have like flicked up and hit like really high prices, but we were never able to capture it. So having this up here could give us that possibility, along with just being an additional way of capturing it. I don't know that we're going to get, I don't know if I want to hold all of my trades this long and see all that fluctuation. I'm sure as I get more patient with the system, I will, but that's just not where I want to be right now. Okay, we're going to wait on this signal here. I'm not going to take it 75. We'll chill for a second. We're up 1175 and stats 25 wins, 6 losses, 80% win rate. Pretty solid. That's pretty solid. And you're currently testing as well. If so, which take values are you using? I'm just using the dollar amount right here. 300 bucks and 200 bucks. You see that? 300 bucks and 200 bucks. That's it for one NQ contract. So not a ton of room, 10-point stop, and a little bit higher for my take profit, but not much, not much. Yeah, not much. All right. Well, I was hoping that we would get, so tomorrow we will get predictions from ChatGPT. We would get actual like take profit stop loss predictions. 85. God, that feels like an overbought like signal. Okay, we'll jump into it. Anytime I get a really high signal, I kind of have a feeling price is going to pull back. So I'll put my stop there. Yeah, I'm not too excited about that. Yeah, anytime I get an 85%, it's like reverse. It's like that's like a sign of like overbought. I don't know how or why, but it is. Let's look at our results for today. We'll go ahead and call it a day for today. Cut it a little bit short, about an hour and a half. We took 32 trades over our about 90 minutes. So about a trade every 3 minutes, pretty good. 26 wins, 6 losses. Our biggest win, 465. Biggest loss is 302, and 81% win rate. Super solid for today. It's our best day yet using the system. And so we're just a little bit more refinement, a little bit more just being concise with the signals has helped a ton. And that gave us a really, really solid day. So excited about that, excited to get more out of this. Anytime we get price to look like this or like this, we're going to have success. It's being able, and why today was profitable, we were up 1,100 bucks, is we were able to basically avoid most of this. We didn't take many trades while price was dancing in like this region-ish right here. We had a couple losses like this one right here, that candle, like green candle. We had a loss on a maybe like something like right here too. But for the most part, we didn't take anything in here. And that allowed us to stay profitable and continue to grow our account. So if we can build on this, we're in really good shape. We're in really, really good shape. So next, we're going to get a take profit and a stop loss target from ChatGPT every signal. And I want to read that and see what it thinks. Because if it can nail some of these signals, like that's going to be huge, right? That'll be massive if it calls for, a 20 or 30 point move with a 78% confidence score and it happens. Like that's going to be massive for us. because then we can build that and take that into machine learning as well. So really excited about that. But anyway, solid day today. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Shoot me a DM or leave a comment and I will get to it. But for right now, I am going to jump off and I will see you guys tomorrow. We make some more improvements.